players stopped to queue, so they basically they control the queue. So nothing you can do when you are range.
That's because healing sucks in there now. You have like 2 buttons.
No,
Sitting
there is 3 buttons.
They're gonna come for you. Not much.
No, there's 3.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's 3 buttons, not 2.
Oh, well,
Even
in
though the
that
third
case,
one, yeah.
It changes
that sounds so
everything.
exciting then.
Huh?
Jace, you ready?
The way Hewlett's ability to actually like contribute to CC and self heal and stuff, and then you just stand there spamming
that
heals
is
on
the
yourself
wrong
if you're
job.
being attacked.
He's going to potion them stuff. It could work. Just poison.
It would be really potent, though, right?
Any of you can predict when the patch 4.35, the next one, is gonna land? Do you think 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now?
I can predict when it's gonna rain.
Which one is that? Is that
Well,
Deep Dungeon
I can
or
predict when it's
Eureka?
raining.
Deep
Both.
Dungeon. And then Eureka comes in 3
Soon,
cities.
It's just the feast season is gonna end on the next patch. It's just a very short season, and I just wanted to know if I have still 2 weeks, 1 week, 3 weeks.
I'm thinking about taking time off for Eureka. It was actually really fun last time.
The raid patch? You just have
The trash
to,
patch.
You just have to not. You just have to make sure to fucking get in, not AFK. You have to like be spamming it, so that we don't get behind the normal mode. Because we would have been able to do the one before the.
Oh, I was
before
talking
the
about
emergency
Eureka.
maintenance.
But yeah.
Hopefully
next
no
week,
more
actually.
lag spikes.
It's a triple grind this summer. They really went into it. You have Eureka, you have Seven Heaven, and you have the Monster Hunter Hunt grind. It's
That's
summer.
the thing, Lulu. We don't know if
Summer.
it's gonna be... Like, it could be pretty different.
And
True.
also,
I mean, I guess eventually it'll
Done.
turn into trains, but... Once we all know it, but I don't know. The initial bit is really fun, I think. When people don't really know what to do.
They're always way too scared to change anything. It's probably not going to be that different.
that was a stupid early fall. Like real early.
Huh? My thing says 0.3 seconds.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Don't even tell me I'm lagging too now.
In ranged out. I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, hurry up. First. Second. share. Slipstream. A. Right. Find your spot. Wind into stick. Range 2. Intercurrent. Dates. Take Buster next. Jumping suit.
B.
Knockback. Right. Jails.
Pick.
Back.
Much explosion. Waits next. Double inside next. Double. Jumping.
D.
Fast jump.
Front, front, front.
Double. Stomps into home game buster. Get ready to go to double. Wall. Triple weights to double landslide. Double landslide. Oh!
It chose poorly. A lot of us chose poorly. Is that just a weird setup?
I didn't feel like I had anywhere to go. I don't know.
In the
You had to keep going.
I couldn't keep going, there was a landslide in the way.
You had to commit and just keep going.
I did, I sprinted, I couldn't get past.
I kept running and I ran past it. I clipped the middle though because the bomb had already exploded.
on the right side, if you sprint,
You live.
it's
Lucky
pretty
you.
easy each time.
I
At least on
don't.
all the pattern we saw so far. For the last one, I'm going right while sprinting, and there's always a safe spot. Up to now. So I don't know if you guys want to switch from or for the last one from left to right.
So I'm thinking about deployment tactics, and I think that first set of tumults might be worth it. Although I'm not really sure when to set it up.
I still don't know why you pulled that away.
Ranged out.
Yeah, you stay closer.
Priority up.
Second friction.
First. Second.
Gee, plumes?
Nope.
What's
I
happening?
made a mistake, that's all. Sorry.
I'll live, but it's gonna be tight. It wasn't that bad.
Innocent for that.
Thanks.
Well, I always do.
Sure. C. Right.
You're eating that a lot. Are you sure you're not liking this?
Just going the wrong way first.
Oop. Find your spot. Wind to stack. Find 2. Cardinal. Bates. Edge. I think Buster next. Waits. Jumping.
B.
No. Back. Right. Jails.
Middle.
Back. Probably not. No.
Did whoever's front not hit him?
Yeah.
Admiral wasn't close enough.
I think Clay just found out what it's like to be a caster for 5 seconds in that fight. Can I LB here? No. Can I LB here? No. So somehow she lost that Adlo I gave her. I don't know if it worked at all or not. I mean, I know the deployment tactics didn't do anything, but I feel like the idea is sound. I just need to not cast a sucker such that it'll run out right that second.
In. Ranged out. Right. Yeah. First. Second.
I did not make a mistake that time.
Me either.
I had 30% mitigation for it.
I regen you, and then when we get the laugh, I touch you on the run out. But you're dying before that.
The XCOG didn't pop. He went from 55 to 0 or something like that.
I could give him my Blackest Night there and I'll still live, I'll just be lower. It's probably fine. I'm not taking any damage for a long time anyway, probably tick up.
He's getting APOC there too, right? Is it magical, those attacks? I believe.
Where charge, yeah.
I thought you used APOC on an icy.
Well, you can use it if I use it at the start, it'll come back, but I haven't been using APOC on icy at the start because...
no, like during that, I thought I saw APOC on icy.
No,
I just do Dark Mind and Blackest Night, but I live with just Dark Mind, so I could put Blackest Night on Jace and just be at like 20% HP.
There's a mid 2 as we run out of the stack, a regen as we run to the middle, and then a Tetra as I run out of the globes. Those are the things.
I've been giving it to Jace because he's probably gonna get autoed afterwards, so like the mitigation on Jace would save him, but I see he wouldn't get autoed, so he could still survive. So I've been making it icy because of he'll probably survive with like all his cooldowns. Unless did Jace get hit by any of the Wicked Wheel or anything, or whatever that was, the Cyclone on the outside arena. Okay.
I didn't get hit by anything except just regular damage.
It's probably the autos leading up to it. It's pretty much
The variance. You happen to be in exactly the right HP range to get killed.
I did not take any crits.
I don't need my Blackest Night, I'll just give you mine. As long as I take it up before I take the Super Cyclone, which isn't even that much damage, plus the Mezzo highest, like
Well, there's a med 2 up there.
40,000 something.
Because I'm doing the med 2s we run out.
Yeah. I should live with like 20k and then I only need another 25.
I normally have full HP when I'm taking that, and XCOG is healing me up from the 45k damage.
Yeah, I have no idea why you weren't at full. You usually are.
it could be it's like you're at 50 or 60% health, and then the hit you take doesn't let XCOG.
Yeah, he skipped XCOG
Resolve.
because normally he's at like 90% or like 100% or something. I don't know where he took another 40% damage.
So I'm thinking like he doesn't have enough HP to survive, so XCOG doesn't proc. So
Yeah.
that's probably what happened. It could be EOS not healing.
No, that's
I'm
exactly
not
what
getting any
happened.
Races there.
Okay.
just go again with Isis Target State.
If you aren't getting embraces there, then you've never been getting embraces there. That doesn't... I don't understand why that would suddenly change.
In. Ranged out. Already up. First. Second.
Anyone play? My Tetra was wasted. He was at 100% this time. In the spot that I Tetra, what the fuck?
I spotted him because I'm just not willing to deal with, like, Garuda wipes right now. I don't want to do it, but I will for now.
But I mean, don't do that when Ice is doing his Darkest Night, because then we're not going to know if it's enough or not.
D. Right.
Three, 4, 5.
Find your spot. Wind into stick. Finds 2. Cardinal. baits. Edge. Take cluster next. Waits. Jumping soon.
D.
D.
Knockback. Right. Jails.
Pick.
Back.
Front.
Middle.
Punch explosion.
Dead.
I do feel pain at IRL every time I die. In game. It's called mental pain.
In. Ranged out. Already out. First. Second. A. Left. Put the ones down. Find your spot.
Can you reprise all the stack?
Yeah.
I can't change Fey Union's target.
Wind, just stack. Find 2. Intercard me. Bates. Stack. Edge. I think Buster next. Wade's coming up. Jumping.
D.
D, D.
Right. Jails.
Putain, mais c'est pas vrai.
Watch explosion. Stumps. Oh, thing.
Sorry, I tried to save it, but I didn't have a mark.
Nobody called.
Well,
Oh.
because the only other person who could have called died.
I have trouble to see the mark when we are all stacked sometime like this, and
Oh, do you have
And
the trigger that tells you that you have a gel?
I think
It was,
Emerald's talking about the center point.
It was a
I'm
knockback.
talking the center point from Titan to get knocked back right in.
Emerald, what I do is I target him. Like, if you target him and just try to run at him in a straight line, because as long as you're centered on him, you can kind of tell if you're at the right point, like close to him. You just need to like run
Do
in a
this.
straight line to him.
For the very first jump, you only need to be this far behind the letter. You don't have to go all the way to the back.
Just try to target him and run in like a straight line, so you center yourself on him.
Do you play with a keyboard? Do you play with keyboard and mouse, Emerald?
Yeah, the problem I encountered the last 2 runs we did is that I jumped. I mean, I used Imperial Arrow, there, and it makes my character jump, and I can see where it's gonna land, and I need to be sure I'm gonna land on the center so I can tap right or left depending on where is the safe spot. And these 2 times I think I'm gonna stagger on this Imperial Arrow because it's making my character jump and not land where I want it to land. I just can't see where it's landing because it's in the air.
Oh, you know what you do?
Tell me.
No matter, you know when we wait in the back for him to geocrush, as soon as he geocrush, you tap target him, just press W until you get towards his targeting ring. If you do that, you should be, let me think. You could, if you target him...
Don't start at the wall, start right here.
What you can do is, if you tap target him, you make an imaginary spot in your brain where the center is going to be. You just look at the circle as you're running there, and then if you're looking at the arrow the whole time, even if there's people on it, you know your character moved into it. So you have to imagine it in your brain. Like you have to.
That's
look
what
at
Clay was saying. Yeah.
You have to look at the arrow as you're walking into. So if you look at the arrow the whole time, you'll never lose it. You'll just look at the arrow the whole time. Like let's say we have to go back for geocrush, right? Like V, right? When he lands, tap target him, and then immediately focus on the arrow the whole time you're running there. If you look at that spot, it's gonna stay consistent, and even if people go over it, you'll know that where it is because you're like, just don't take your eye off of the arrow as you're going.
Did you put your camera right above the ground or above your character when you do that?
I always keep my camera at like 3/4 view.
Okay, I understand.
So like 3/4 view. So like not very. I'm always like kind of. His head is
almost always exclusively looking straight down. Like
yeah, it's pretty much straight down, but
melee though.
But basically, his head is at the top of my screen, so like I get more. I don't keep it very narrow. Like I keep my camera always like looking down.
You know what could help me there? I know what could help me. Focus my own character to
like
get an arrow on my character. The difficulty I have is that I was like trying to... Is the center between our first name and last name the real center of the character?
Also, if the way you face your camera, it affects how much you move too. So if you always keep it like perpendicular, if your camera's always like parallel with the targeting circle, you'll move a bit less. But if you're like turning your camera, you'll move more. I guess I don't know if that makes sense. Like at least on keyboard.
Understand.
Yeah. So if you keep the camera not moving while when you adjust, you'll move less. But if your camera is like if you like turn your camera while you move, you'll move more. But you do whatever it's consistent with the way you dodge, like because I just prefer keeping the camera stationary when I sidestep whenever I.
I'm gonna group everything that you guys just said plus focusing my own character, so I have an arrow on my character that will help me to aim at the center. You know the focus arrow?
Do this, Admiral. So see where I just put 2? For when we're calling the very first mark, you just go, like if we're doing D, you can go right here, just 1 block behind it, and you will take the same damage as being all the way on the edge.
Okay, 1 block.
So like here is far enough to start with, and that way you don't have as far to run, and then you'll give a little bit more time to adjust.
I think you're just tank privileging that because I've died like right here before.
Because the first one is further on the edge, the geocrush mechanic is the same.
Oh, you're talking about... Sorry, I thought you were talking about the middle one for some reason. Okay.
Okay, 1 block.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. You can be a little further up.
Alright, sorry about that.
Yeah, just keep your camera on the arrow, and then if you keep going straight...
Man, this must be rocket science
just make sure
for
that
them or something.
you know where the arrow is, even if you can't see it. Like it's gonna, he doesn't move. Titan doesn't move. at
All
all.
you have to do
So his arrow's always gonna be facing one
is
way.
angle yourself.
Yeah, it's I'm
To get
always
knocked back
late
into the
there,
same
and I'm
spot.
trying to adjust while everyone is packing already on
that's
the
it,
arrow,
there's
and I
no,
can't
like-
see a thing. And with my character in the air jumping like an idiot, it was making all this difficult. But I'm gonna do all you guys said. It's okay. Thanks.
You can also like race change the Lalafell to make it easier. Just kidding.
I actually think that would make it harder for him to see himself in a stack.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say it's easier. You change the Lalafell.
Well, you're closer to the arrow on the ground, so you might be able to see it.
Not if everyone's standing on it.
No one suggested first-person view for Emerald.
Oh gosh.
First person backwards view. CRT mode. Not only first person, but first person top down.
In. Ranged out. Already out. First. Second. B. Right. Find your spot. Wind into stick. Find 2. Intercardinal.
Hello.
Someone bait. Or just be ready for eruptions.
Someone baiting.
Stack. Edge. Thankless tunics. Jumping soon.
Hey.
Knockback. Left. Jails.
Middle.
Watch explosion. Stumps. Weights coming up. Next is double landslide. Double. Jumping soon.
E.
Fast jump. Double. Stomps into home gangbuster. Maybe some potions just in case. Get ready to go to the wall. To the wall. Triple weights into double landslide. Double. Tank buster.
Getting over there.
Definitely potions. Triple weights. Stomps next. No.
You got fooled by the same trap that I did, Hikaru. That if you go back into that one landslide, it's not quite safe. It looks so good. It's like, oh, this is a great landslide. I can get DPS, and the next thing you know, you're in the wall, and it's like, son of a bitch.
Keep in mind that because they're actually rotating an eighth of a turn clockwise, a spot that's safe on the one side is not necessarily on the other. Like that little, like, exactly on his right flank, I guess that is, spot that's super cushy on the other side is not quite on that side.
was a good call. Just kind of move the DPS with 3 DPS dots.
If you manage to get behind him, though, you're good wherever you are. Or, like, in his back 180 degrees, whatever.
Beyond that, our ranged walked into me with Searing Wind before, so they had weakness going into the face.
Yeah, keep in mind that still has like a tick or 2 left, so don't. We're already swinging into the wall. You can't really go anywhere else.
In. Ranged out. Ready out. First. Second.
Die, die, die. I could have voice acted Garuda.
D. Right?
Thanks for that jump trick, by the way, guys. It's been really helpful.
Good.
Ah!
Just put. Wind into step. -2. Garden. Eights. Edge. Hit the sticks. Waits coming up. Jumping soon.
D.
Knockback. Right. Jails.
Front, front, front.
Back. Stumps.
That's not gonna do it.
Nope.
Sorry. Ugh, this mechanic drives me insane. Does it really need more energy tiers? I can only spare so much.
Good. Ranged out. Already up. First. Second. C. Right. And your spot. No base.
There's not enough MP or time to like recover from the last thing being a 2-stack. Sorry, I can't.
Killed the third one really slow for some reason. Made the fourth one come up really quick.
When I'm outside, would you prefer the cure 3 on the group to be after the second nil or after the third nil? I've been doing it after the second.
Can't you just pull out your earthly star as white mage and just toss it somewhere?
I'm not actually sure that the Cure 3 is really helping. It might be better for you to just be throwing stones instead of Cure 3. Because, like, some people will get hit by it and others won't, and so I still have to heal those people anyway.
Alright, I'll just heal
So,
Icy
like,
then.
yeah.
I need to think a little bit about where I'm using Asylum, but I could probably move my Asylum to there. And people should be running in and out of it quite a bit if I put it in the middle.
If you put it like right in the middle, then almost everybody should be in it pretty much the whole time because they don't want to go too far and get hit by Searing Wind.
I'm not really sure I could consider that a healing issue when you guys kill the last one with 2 stacks and he immediately jumps away. There's just not enough time for me to heal everyone from 5k and have everybody shielded. I can't, like, I've already used Endom on the nails, there's no way.
The third one died too slowly, and
Yeah,
the fourth
no,
one had
that's
like
not
1
really
HP by the time the third
I
one
was
died.
just wondering because I never even asked you, like, what you would prefer there. But yeah, you're right. With Cure 3 doesn't work to say spread out too much. Asylum would work if anything, but I need to think about where I'm using it. I think I'm using it on the effort at the beginning, so yeah, so I could just hold it for there.
Yeah,
So
I'm
make sure
doing,
it's not messing with it.
so I'm doing Endom as, like, both the party heal and it heals Jace, so,
I just regen.
and I put a
Tetra,
XCog.
Icy, regen,
Yeah.
and Venison Icy, so.
I have XCog on IC as well. It pops in varying places, but I know it's still helpful.
In. Ranged out. Party up. First. Second.
Everyone's slow, so I'm just gonna toss this one back. I feel like it has to do with the speed that Emerald eats it and how the Funari lines up with that.
C. Right? Find your spot. Wind into stack. Find two. Cardinal. Eights. Edge. Buster is next. Waits. Jumping.
D, I think.
D.
I think so too.
Absolutely D.
Okay. Right. Jails.
I'm back.
Which explosion? That was just the mid-gel into a letter instead of the one, I think, by accident.
Sorry, no, that was me. I tried to jump, but I guess my jump was too late. I didn't go anywhere.
I really want to use deployment tactics for that, but I just don't know how to set it up, really.
Really.
In. Green shit. Already out. First. Second. D. Right.
Look, I did it. I put it down.
Yeah.
It actually comes back up right then.
And your stuff. Wind into stick. Look for 2.
Should be easy to find.
Cardinal. Eights.
If 2 was hard to find,
to the
could we
edge.
call it Waldo?
It was by B.
Shouldn't be too hard to find. Take this to
Exactly.
next. Weights. Jumping.
C.
See, senor. Knockback. Right. Jails. Back. Stumps. Waits next.
God damn it.
Next is double landslide.
I don't have Swift.
Double.
D, I think.
D. Fast Joe.
Front, front, front.
Make sure we pod after this, Joe.
Oh, heal chase, heal chase.
Double. Stomps into home gangbuster. Get ready to go over the
Yes.
wall. Triple weights into double landslide. Double. Take this turn. Careful with cleave. Triple weights are next. Weights. One more. Stomps.
One second, I want to check something.
Did
What's
you?
the best way to walk out of your own splooge? Like, what's the best way to just assume it breaks out and be moving right away?
Yeah.
Just hold the direction that you want to be going.
You're always going to be in the exact center of it, so you can go in any direction that you want. Just make sure that you make a straight line.
I think, I mean, it's just stupid. I think I like take a second to see if it worked or not, and then go to get out, which is like dumb because if it didn't, then it doesn't matter anyway, you know?
Yeah. I don't, honestly not sure if you can just hold the direction or not. You probably can.
I mean,
Yeah, just pick left or right and just go that way.
I'm holding it on
Yeah,
controller,
don't
but
worry about if it worked or not. Just assume, it's the right answer when it comes to everything. Just assume it worked, so that if it did, you're
I don't know about
If it doesn't work, we'll be dead before you break out, so it's fine.
Check food. Jace, I see. Clay, just one more food for lockup.
This raid night
Well, you mean if
is
the explosions back at you.
not actually very great.
Yeah.
Give the
No,
third
I kind
one,
of,
you know?
I kind of do that too.
And considering that they go off 1, 2, 3, like in order like that, I'm waiting for all of them, so I usually take a tick and it's usually fine. But that's just a little extra so on my first Medica. Plus the tick, so just go myself. Ready? This one AFK?
Clay asked for a minute.
Yeah, no, I'm good now. I was just looking at that landslide. I don't know. Guess we have to be more accurate, because the spot I tried to go to, Emerald, did the same.
You
and
went
survived.
to the right side with me. Sometimes this
Yeah.
spot is very little. It's a tiny triangle, the size of our hitbox, and but
Like, I
because
went
of
to the other side too. Lulu went to the other side, and he didn't make it on his either.
it's because of the texture of those landslide that expand beyond the landslide. When you're not used to it, you can miss the safe spot, not seeing it.
If you aren't already, I would definitely recommend sprinting during that on the wall of the landslide. Lets you get out of a lot more situations than you can without it. In. Ranged out. Already up. First. Second. D. Whoops. Find your spot.
Sky, no!
Oh shit! Oh my god.
I feel murdered.
Like woke me up suddenly. It's like,
Dude, you need some fucking coffee or something. Honestly, for 8.
If only he knew a place to get your coffee.
Well, he had like, fucked up there. He's like, it's so easy to this point. I just fast it. You could make all
You
the
should
calls
take some
instead
home
of
with you.
icy to that point. Would that help you stay up?
what?
Oh no.
Do you want to
Not
wipe
the
another
color?
like
Disco.
extra 30 times?
Discovered my secret. That's how I stay awake.
Well, honestly, callouts do help, but no, I don't want to.
I try to get iced coffee like even into fall until it gets really cold and I just can't get away with it without an eyebrow raise. Then I'm like, alright, fine. Take it hot.
I'm with you. Iced coffee's delicious.
Heathens.
I've had something for like our past 4 raid nights, but today I thought I'd be fine. I was wrong.
Something. I.e. cocaine.
In. Ranged out. Already up. First. Second. D. Right? I understand.
Tom 50.
He messes it
Okay.
up one time. If you lose your guys' trust way too easy, good luck.
Stack is next. Times 2. Intercardinal.
One more.
There you go. Call them out after one mess up. That'll make it fair.
Emerald nearly still walked into me.
Yeah, but I heard you.
To the edge. Tank Buster next.
Oh, come on.
Waits next. Jumping to
Hey.
knockback. Left. Jails.
Middle.
Careful explosion. Stomps. Waits next. Next is double landslide. Double. Jumping.
D.
Front,
Fast.
front,
Yep.
front.
Double.
This is a crit.
Stomps into Tank Buster.
Never mind, no it's not. What?
Aw, you had all those stumps to get it back for me.
I have to put a crit or I can't survive.
You put up grid as soon as you see Juice die?
I have to get hate before he autos you, and then I have to spend a global putting up grit, and then I lost hate.
Yeah, it's not the best during stomps when I have to heal either, huh? What's getting you there, Jace?
That was landslide.
Did he give you like a full screen auto or something when I used deployment there? I swear I saw like a 15k grid or something like that.
Let's get to Ultima
On
this
me?
time. We saw it on our second call, and then it's
Yeah.
been,
Yeah, on you, Jace.
talked about it for half an hour and nothing.
I used it before the healer jail. Like, I adload you right after Geocrush and then spread it like immediately after. It might not have been a crit, I might have imagined it.
I'm guessing the 64 or 6800 was the ad low. It hit me for 17k after, but it didn't count the ad low for that.
I'll just deploy off of Icy then.
Well, I mean, the ad low was full strength when it was deployed.
Oh, okay. I was more concerned about how the party still took so much damage. Was it not a crit then?
6800 crit. That seems low for an ad low.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand why it would be that low. My like basic ones are still 8k.
Let's try to get one more pull. One more to pull.
Weird. I don't think it was a crit.
Get in. And shout. Party out. First. Second. B left. Find your spot. Wind and 2 stick. Find 2. Cardinal. Bates. Edge. Sync Busters. Jumping soon.
D.
Not quick. Right. Jails. Back. Stumps. Waits next. Double landslide. Double. Jumping.
A.
Fast jump.
Front, front, front.
Double. Stomps and double and gangbuster. Ready to go to the wall. Go. Triple weights and 2 double landslide. Double. Gangbuster. Much quick. Triple weights is next. One more. Stomps. Got it, to the middle.
Here we
I
go.
won't have APOC for IC.
That's alright.
You can hear it breaking there next to you to like drink their essence.
Yeah, that's freaking dark.
And then Garuda cries. And he bites the head off.
It's terrible.
Ooh.
Stack up.
So 90 degrees from rotating. But opposite grid. D-ish? Super. I'm gonna get wrecked already.
So it wasn't D then?
I guess it was A?
A. A, but Ultima was there.
So... I mean, definitely wasn't D, so what do we do?
Was it B?
Ultima was on B.
Well, all that's left is C.
Having a good time, Jace?
Yes.
Technically possible to do it on C, but we'd have to be inside of the dynamo.
Kara, which one was it there?
It had to be A somehow, but I don't really know how you...
died too. I don't.
Where I win is
it
right.
might
I
have-
only got hit by Crimson Cyclone.
Where
Where
was
was
that?
Garuda? Where was Garuda again?
I'm watching the replay.
So Titan, let's say Titan was here, right here.
Uh-huh.
Garuda was at basically at like B, and we were over here-ish. Like here. Right next to
Garuda
Ultima.
was
Right
between
next to
C and
Ultima,
D.
to the left of the letter next to Ultima is where we should have been.
It would be A, I think.
It
Whatever.
was where was A. It was A inside, and we went for A out. It was A left side, and we went for A
Can you
right
link-
side.
can you link
And
the
because
clip?
of Ultima, let me watch one.
Well, what
And
about
two.
Ifrit was there though, right? So you have to dodge him.
The safe spot where we were was the perfect one. We didn't have to move. Where Chase and Sky and I.
B?
We didn't
You-
LB though, so we
You,
did.
well, I thought some people got hit by Ifrit's initial charge over there though.
I got hit by the second charge.
Are you able to?
I got
link
hit by
the-
Crimson Cyclone.
The clip, Amro?
Come again?
Can you link
Can you
the clip?
post?
You want me to link the clip? It's on my computer. Yeah.
I can clip it, but I don't think
I'm
I
live
have
streaming
to
to
Wanna
use
s-
him.
Hey,
Is this screenshot?
I am live streaming to YouTube.
That's
You guys can use mine.
Whichever. Anyone that.
Wait.
You'll have to
okay,
go back
so,
in time though.
This one.
There was a safe spot. Was it left of B? Then the second spot would be right of B, but we have to move away from Ultima.
Okay, it was definitely
That's
A.
the word spot, so.
Yeah, so it was A. So say D is A, right? You wait for the Ifrit charge, move closer towards Ultima, and then you run back to the left of A.
I see where I could have stood in my stream.
So with these patterns, there's two different safe spots from the cardinal positions. You can either go right or left, but since you guys were right next to Ultima, you don't want to go right because you're going to get knocked back, so you move left instead. Does that make sense? Yeah? No?
I don't see how to be safe from Wicked Tornado on the A spot. That's the problem. Then I'm having.
Look at my clip that I linked.
Yeah, right. So you guys started at A, right?
At the left of A. Because
Yeah,
Titan was at the left of C.
Okay, so you guys stay at A, dodge the first Ifrit charge. Move right. And then you move left to the left of A to dodge the second landslide. And
So
also
that one
the
was
second
an A call that Icy should have made, right?
But the tornado, though. I don't
I mean,
see
if
a
you
safe
look at
spot in the
Jason's
tornado.
video, he went A and he was.
I didn't get hit by the tornado.
He went
Yeah.
A and he was perfect. Look at his.
No, Garuda is between C and what is that? D?
It's C. It's
Yeah,
C
so
and
it's
D.
between C and D,
D.
right? So
Yes.
you guys were in the right spot at A. So you wait
I
for
thought
the
that was
first.
a longer range than that.
You wait for the.
I broke from the wall. I would have lived if I didn't, I think.
Yeah, so you're supposed to start a little bit to the right of A. Wait for the first Ifrit charge, and then you guys are supposed to move left of A.
Today's been a
Dodge
pretty
the second
uneventful
Ifrit
raid
charge.
night.
Yeah.
But that
finally
If you
was
look
something
up what
happened.
Jace did, he did it exactly right.
the whole point of that is what we said before. Like if you just call a letter, like if you called A, then it's easy to see which way to dodge the landslide.
But are you sure that the second Garuda attack, Crimson, the Crimson one,
It's Ifrit.
that hit us? Even it's inside Ifrit. So even if you dodge the cross dash and you go inside the first Ifrit dash, it's inside Garuda attack.
I mean, if someone is seeing
No, you don't
the
go
letter,
into.
you need to call it for now because we've only
You
done
don't
it so
move
many
in.
times.
You don't move into the first Ifrit dash. That's
Okay.
You're gonna get clipped by Garuda.
Yes.
You just move slightly left of A. It's a
Yeah,
very.
you said
it's a very
slightly,
thin
okay.
spot,
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, that's a very, very tiny safe spot, and if you really hug the wall, then you're safe.
So when you look at this screenshot that Jace posted, there's two different safe spots for all of the patterns. You can either go left of the cardinal, or you can go to the right. But if you went to the right inside of the first Titan landslide, you'll get clipped by Ultima. So the correct spot would have been to the left of it.
Basically where I was standing.
If Ultima wasn't there in that screenshot, you could have gone left or right. But since Ultima's there, you have to go to the left instead. Just slightly to the left of it.
We can see it on the second
He
screenshot.
ha 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 he ha. Garuda 2018. Jace just felt like murdering all of us. Oh, I didn't even die.
That's the second screenshot. You can see Garuda attack, and you can see the safe spot between Garuda attack, the edge, and between the cross dash.
Yeah, so when you guys look at that screenshot that Amro posted, you see how there's two different safe spots on the left and right of the cardinal position?
But one's clipped by Ultima.
Well, one's clipped by Ultima, exactly. So if Ultima wasn't there, you could either go left or right. But since Ultima was there, the safe spot was left.
So the safe spot was just like at the edge of the corner where Jace is, but a little bit back more maybe.
Yeah, if I didn't
it's
break
not
from the
the edge.
wall, I would have been
Not to the wall.
fine, 100%.
So the first thing you gotta look for is where Garuda is. Then you gotta look for Titan. And then you have to see whether or not are you next to Ultima. If you're not next to Ultima,
This is the
you can
screenshot
go
we're
either
talking
left or
about right now,
of
by the way.
cardinal position.
And here on the screenshot, you can see that I'm right at the edge of Crimson attack from Garuda. I get hit by Crimson.
That's a really
What?
good screen. That's a really good screenshot, by the way. It's easy to explain things with that.
So I just need to be in this little...
You can see from that video I had no
Column
idea where the
right
hell I
there.
was going, and I finally discerned where I should be and barely got there. But you have so long in that to find the right spot.
You want to go away from Garuda and Ultima.
Away
and
from
at 90
Garuda.
degrees from Titan.
And then
I think the
Well,
the mistake
Priority
a lot of
is
people made
1, away
was-
from Garuda, 2, 90 degrees from Titan, 3, away from Ultima.
Yeah.
If you can't get away
Dodge
from
it.
Ultima, then you have to run away from Ultima as soon as
The
Refrain
ult-
dashes.
The Ultima AoE doesn't go off until the very last execution of the mechanics.
So this is what it
you
looks
can
like
still
before it,
dodge
and
right,
this is what it
dodge
looks like while
left
all
if
this
the
shit is
target you
happening,
are supposed
and everyone
to.
is dead.
But then you have to move to the left. to dodge Ultima. You have to.
So priority should be find Garuda, find Titan,
So that's about
And then-
that big around him.
and go along Titan's side because you want to make that 90 degree, and then from there everything should generally
So
fall.
I need to
Yeah.
generate...
We want to be opposite of
Here.
Garuda.
So like, so stay in the middle, find Garuda first, and then find Titan, and then that's the side that you're gonna
The
dodge.
third thing, I guess, is finding Ifrit because you don't want to get hit by
The first one.
the.
Yeah, I got hit by Ifrit's first dash just because I was like staring at all the other stuff, trying to decide a letter. Icy's like D maybe, and I'm like looking around and eat the Ifrit dash.
Yeah, after the first mechanic, you need to be moving for the second mechanic, so as soon as you see landslide, or you see that light up, you can start moving because that means everything's already locked at that point.
Honestly, if we can get the person that's uncomfortable finding the spot to call the letter, like how other groups are having somebody call the letter, that's gonna make it
We'll get there.
so that we can then, like, other people will, you know, figure it out once we gather more and we'll see for themselves. But it's gonna help for the first few times we're there. If anybody does know the letter, then call it. So Hikari, if you know the
we're
letter,
like-
then maybe go push to talk so you can call it.
I'm not sure if we're like 100% there, but I think like 1 or 2 more times we see it, I think someone will be at a point where they can call it. I think in general though, everyone needs to kind of stay in the middle just a little bit longer to wait for like some sort of call. At least I know the mistake I made was moving too early. But I think we have a little bit more understanding of it.
When
So like
you-
after
When you move to the opposite side of Garuda, it's never going to be directly across from Garuda. It's either going to be slightly to the left or the left or the right side, and you have to go to the side where Titan is. So 90 degrees from Titan.
And the Titan is closer to of those two letters, basically, because Garuda is intercardinal.
Garuda was at southeast, I think.
She
Actually, maybe it's going to be faster to find Titan, and then see which side Garuda's on and go opposite of that.
Yeah, it's probably easier to see Titan. Look at Titan, then if you see Garuda on that side, you go away from her. But you know you always gotta make a 90 degree. So look at Titan, and then you're either gonna go left or right, and then if Garuda's on the left on one side, you go opposite, right? That's probably
Yeah, that's definitely the easiest way to handle it.
yeah, because then it kind of makes your
Right.
decisions small,
Instead of looking
shorter.
at Garuda?
I think look at Titan first, and then when you make that decision, you know you're gonna go left or right, right? So there's
Yeah.
there's one binary choice. So then
Yeah, face Titan, and then if Garuda's on your left, go right. If Garuda's on your right, go left.
yeah, so it makes it a binary choice. So it's
I've
less
been
of
doing it off of Garuda, but that seems
Yeah.
easier.
yeah, it's probably you have enough time to just wait for Titan, and then yeah. So it makes it
So
yeah.
the same way as the Ifrit dash, you face the one, you face Titan, and then you'll go left or right. And that's going to be much simpler for that mechanic. So it'll be like A, B, C, D, right or left, right?
Yeah,
I
this
mean-
Titan. Yeah.
What you can do is it's kind of like handling it similar to the transition from Garuda to Ifrit. You know how you first find Ifrit and then you look at one side, and if the safe spot's not there, then you just run backwards. Just do it the same way. So once you find Titan, just look, turn 90 degrees, and if Garuda's there, then just run backwards. And if Garuda's not there, then just
Yeah.
run straight.
Yeah, that's yeah.
It's
So-
just handle it the exact same way.
We had seen it Ultima 4 times yesterday, compared to we did run longer. Only 2 today, but I do think some of them were like technical issues, some DC stuff, and I don't know.
Yeah, we lost like 20
I
minutes
feel like
to
we
me
need to-
restarting our router.
We need to find a way to, like, because we always, I feel like our pacing, it's probably because people get tired and, like, tired of, like, screwing up, but our pacing always gets a lot better towards the end of the night. We're pulling. I think if we can, like, replicate that a little bit earlier, we'll have more success getting to
I mean,
Yeah,
we
the
did
issue
have a
is
good
that
start.
like we throw shit off. Like we're all dependent on each other. Like if
We lost a lot of runs tonight to Titan in the bombs.
Yeah.
but not actually even the bombs. We lost some to bombs, but we actually lost quite a few to people dying from the double landslides.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
a
lost
lot
a-
of
Yeah,
them
some
were
double
double.
landslides
Mhm.
on what would have been probably 3 more Ultima clears because we'd already made it that far.
I don't know. For me personally, the double landslides during the weight of the lands, that part's like super finicky for me. Because like
It's,
sometimes when I go,
yeah.
there's like a really wide safe spot, and then other times there will be a weight of the land and then landslide like pretty much right next to each other, and there's like
I've just made sure to always sprint at the third weight, and that way I know I can be confident that I can run past the landslide if I need to.
It's just
you
frustrating
just
because
sprint
once
at
we're
the third
past
one.
bombs and we awoke Titan, it's pretty much an Ultima run as long as everybody lives through the landsides.
Yeah, so like if we can all, or Melee and Tanks, whoever's like on the boss together, if we can just all pop sprint and just keep rotating, that way we don't get caught in each other's weight of the lands, I think that would fix it.
If you sprint at the third weight, then you will make it past the landslide if you need to run past it.
By
Yeah,
the way,
there were
Pixie,
times where I sprinted and other people didn't, and then they got caught in my way of the line. So I think if we all just pop sprint, it should be good.
by the way,
As far
Pixie,
as
do you think
peaceful-
the deployment tactics that I was doing as the healer gel was coming out was helpful at all? Because it's a little harder to set up, but I don't know if it was actually saving us anything.
I don't think so, because now that I'm just more aware of the fact that they don't really need me to break you out, I'm like healing Jace and everybody else is kind of fine,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't bother with that. Like stuff
I
like
think it would be better to
Emerald, like
deploy
when you
after the jail is
cleanse during
broken.
Garuda,
If it's after the gel is broken, it's still gonna... actually, it's just gonna break to tumults. Like, I can't actually get one out there. It's landslide, landslide, and then I get a chance to cast there, and he starts doing tumults. Before the cast finishes.
Is it better to deploy before?
That's like... Yeah, I've been doing deploy before, and it's a little bit harder to set up than just like doing suckers during, but I mean, it doesn't seem like it's really helping at all, so it's like no real reason to do something a little harder if it's not going to do anything.
Oh, okay. Do you have a address there, or are you using it somewhere else? Maybe you can just or just sucker during tumults. I'm not sure.
The only thing is that if I do get a crit, then I could like call it out, and maybe we don't even have to heal the tumults at all. Like I just use Indom after the shield breaks, and then neither of us have to do anything other than that. But that's like a if I get a crit thing. I don't have any other use for deployment tactics for the next 2 minutes anyway. And before that, I can't. There's no way to get deployment tactics on the one where the jails pop up. It's not like I racked my brain about it for during the when I was restarting my router, and there was just no way. At least not without Swiftcast.
I think use a method that's the simplest for you, because generally I don't think the game wants you to do something fast. Like they want you to do something like healing wise. They want you to do something that's easy to reproduce.
Yeah. I do think that the most useful one would be when the 3 jails happen, but I just can't. There's not a place to do that.
If anyone goes, Ichiro?
Yeah, for me, yeah.
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 We need to try to, like, the 2 places that are, like, kind of dumb wipes are, like, during friction, to just kind of mind when you cleanse. More so Emerald than Lulu, just because that one is the first one. And I plenary before Lulu, so his kind of matters a little less timing-wise. And also the nails, like, those are ones we could get down to not wiping.
Oh, you're using plenary between Emeralds and Lulus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've been like flexing in Dom for like when somebody's like super low health, but I could do it in between the friction and Emerald's cleanse, if that would make that perfect. I don't know.
Like before Emerald goes to cleanse?
Yeah, between friction
That
and
would be
Emerald's
good.
cleanse.
I'm gonna go ahead and sleep since it's about time for me to do that too.
Alright, well I'm gonna do it consistently
Good night.
there, but if someone dies at a different point because I don't have the endom to flex anymore, then I'll just go back to
I
flexing.
mean, if you haven't been doing it, it's been fine. The only time it's been an issue is when the timings got weird for other people.
Yeah, but if we can make it cleaner, we should.
As long as it's not one of the endoms in those 2 sketch spots with Jace.
No.
I think if we kill.
I'm scared for you to do it, to be honest.
Well, it's only if when that plume it gets killed really a little bit earlier. If we kill it a little bit like around the we done, like I don't have the time pressure to like jump in, because sometimes like if I wait until IC says it, then it disappears like immediately after. But if we kill
that's true.
so
With the delay of you hearing it too,
yeah,
if you like go exactly when he says it, it'd be gone if you killed it early.
yeah, it just that one that's the part where it's more of a healer pressure for me to jump in, because like if it's too low and I jump in like when some people are like 36k or something, then someone's gonna die. But if we keep it like around the time we've been doing it right now, like with that where the plume dies there, like
Yeah, guys, we are
right
not
around Missile Street or something.
Sorry, Jarian, I
That should be enough
tricked
time.
you.
So like I don't.
We are not going back in
Because I know if I go
tonight.
in too soon, it's gonna
It's
someone's gonna die.
Way too late.
Depending on
But
when Emerald goes in, because
I guess the conversation might have been interesting. I don't know if you were paying attention.
Okay. Well, we didn't get to Ultima quite as much. This would have been nice, but at least we started to kind of like decipher how we're gonna handle that. So hopefully tomorrow we can get through it, you know, going to the right spot or whatever, get through at least once cleanly.
It was interesting hearing Raid talk. Catching a little bit of situational irony from you.
Yeah, we'll read these videos a little bit and see about figuring out that safe spot.
Just a little.
I think Jace is ready. Just you tighten like relative north and then pick left or right.
I think Lulu said it, but yeah, they're both right either way. So you look at Titan, you're gonna go left or right, and then you go to whichever one doesn't have Garda there.
Yep.
And then you'll dodge the Ifrit dash after that, and check where Ifrit is after that.
So it's
So you
Well,
can go
Ifrit's
to the
Yeah.
spot.
If it's
Yep.
always
There's
dash.
always intercardinal, so if you're on the letter, then you're safe.
But you could not be, like in this example from Titan going left to right, you'd be not at a letter, right? Oh, I guess not, I guess it's hard to tell from the picture. I guess C is to his right, and A is to his left. And the thing would be intercardinal, so you'd be fine there.
We're talking
It
about
was always intercardinal.
we're talking about the video I posted.
Yeah, the video posted.
No, you're not gonna go intercardinal. You're just going slightly left of cardinal.
Yeah, and because Ifrit is intercardinal, you're safe there.
So you don't really have to even look at Ifrit, right? You're already safe by going left or right of Titan away from
you
Garda.
already know where both of his dashes are gonna be. So as long as you go to the waymark or the letters, the cardinal positions, then yeah, you don't even need to know where if it's located.
Yeah, the only reason to even worry about him is for the mechanic that we're mitigating. Basically.
Okay. Well, yeah, in this video you linked everybody. They dodged everything, including the X.
Yeah, so you can do it two different ways. You can either move into the first landslide. It seems like there's a larger safe spot there, or you can just move to the opposite side and just stay there for the rest of the mechanic. Just one has more movement than the other. That's all.
Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. It's his turn.
Okay.
Do you understand what's happening now? Hmm. Do you really? Yeah, enough. Enough to know that you would die to it too, right? So exactly what I said. Hey, if you two are up for playing like Orange Juice or Armello, like right now, I'd be really down for that. But what if Cheers muted me? I don't even know. He hasn't talked to me in like an hour. Oh.
On that video, or Hikaru, like, they seem to not even look at Titan. They just seem to look at Garuda. And she was between C and D. And then they just went to either A or whatever. You know how Garuda's on like C and D? Like
I want nothing.
Like they only go to the spots that are
punishing
where her
cheers.
wings are, basically.
Okay.
So like if she's facing
I want nothing to do with that.
she was looking at, she spawned at
they just that link. They just listened to the call out. Literally, they weren't looking for themselves. That or they were just following whoever ran first, because they weren't looking for themselves. I think
based off our video, she was spawned between C and D, right, southeast. So for our safe spots, it has to be either A or B. Those are based off of Garuda, but if we're at B, then we're going to be directly in front of Titan, because Titan was at C, or east. So
hey, I'm
our
gonna close
safe,
down the stream.
if you want to get away from
so
Garuda, you have to go either A or B.
So I can talk to Lulu.
Because if you go C or D, you're getting closer to Garuda. For Cardinal, so it has. So our choices are either.
Or I'll stream again.
It's pretty much A, yeah.